Hello, I am Dr. Rajshri Chatterjee, Associate Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Jagannath University, Jaipur.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss code for commercial advertising on Doordarshan. To understand the code of conduct for advertising, we need to discuss this in two parts. In the first part, I am going to talk about all the acts that have been incorporated in making the rules and regulations for making advertising ethical. In the second part, we will be studying elaborative guidelines that have been given to advertising agencies and advertisers. Let's start with the topic. Advertising is an important and legitimate means for the seller to awaken interest in his goods and services. The success of advertising depends on public confidence. Hence, no practice should be permitted which leads to impair their confidence. The standards laid down here should be taken as minimum standards of acceptability, which would be liable to be viewed from this time to time in relation to prevailing norms of viewers' acceptabilities. The following standard of conducts are laid down in order to develop and promote healthy advertising practices in Doordarshan. Responsibility for the observance of these rules rests equally upon the advertiser and the advertising agency. All those engaged in advertising are strongly recommended to familiarize themselves with the legislation affecting advertising in this country, particularly the following acts and rules framed under them: Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940, Drugs Control Act 1950, Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Act 1954, Copyright Act 1957, Trade and Merchandise Mark Act 1958, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954, Price Competition Act 1955, Emblems and Names Prevention of Improper Use Act 1950, Consumer Protection Act 1986, Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act. Now let's discuss with general rules of conduct in advertising. Advertising shall be so designed as to conform to the laws of the country and should not offend morality, decency, and religious acceptabilities of the people. No advertisement shall be permitted which derides any race, color, caste, creed, and nationality, is against any of the directive principles or any provisions of the Constitution of India. Anything that tends to incite people to crime, cause disorder or violence, or breach of law glorifies violence or obscenity in any way, presents criminality as desirable, adversely affects friendly relations with foreign states. It also exploits the national emblem or any part of the constitution or the person or personality of a national leader or state dignitary, relates to or promotes cigarettes and tobacco products, liquor, wines, and other intoxicants. In its depiction of women violates the constitutional guarantees to all citizens such as equality of status and opportunity and dignity of the individual. In particular, no advertisement shall be permitted which projects a derogatory image of women. Women must not be portrayed in a manner that emphasizes passive, submissive qualities and encourages them to play a subordinate, secondary role in the family and society. The portrayal of men and women should not encourage mutual disrespect. Advertisers shall ensure that the portrayal of the female form is tasteful and aesthetic, and is within the well-established norms of the good taste and decency. No advertisement message shall be in any way be presented as news. No advertisement shall be permitted the objects whereof are wholly or mainly of a religious or political nature. Advertisement must not be directed towards any religion or political end or have any relation to any industrial dispute. Advertisement for services concerned with the following shall not be accepted: unlicensed employment services, soothsayers, etc., and those claim of hypnotism, betting tips and guidebooks relating to horse racing and other game of chance. Doordarshan accepts the advertisement of educational institutions college. However, it must be ensured that the institution and colleges are genuine as to ensure that students do not get misled. Doordarshan will also accept advertisement related to holiday resorts and hotels. Doordarshan also accept the advertisement related to real estates, including sale of flats and lands flats for both commercial and residential. However, to ensure that viewers do not get misled by false claims. It has been decided that all such advertisement must carry a statutory message at the end in the form of superimposition or caption as follows. Viewers are advised to check the genuineness of the claims made. Doordarshan has also allowed the telecast of foreign products, foreign banks, including financial services, jewelry and precious stones, mutual funds approved by SEBI, hair dyes, matrimonial agencies. The items advertised shall not suffer from any defect or deficiency as mentioned in the Consumer Protection Act. 1986. No advertisement shall contain references which are likely to lead the public to infer that the product advertised or any of its ingredients has some special or miraculous or supernatural property or quality, which is difficult to being proved. Example, cure for baldness, skin whitener, etc. No advertisement shall contain the word guarantee or guaranteed unless the full terms of guarantee are available for inspection by the Director General Doordarshan and are clearly set out in advertisement and are made available to the purchaser in writing at the point of sale or with the goods. In all cases, terms must include details of remedial actions available to the purchaser. No advertisement shall contain a direct or implied reference to any guarantee which purports to take away or diminish the legal rights of a purchaser. Scientific or statistical excerpts from technical literature may be used only with a proper sense of responsibility to the ordinary viewer. Irrelevant data and scientific jargon shall not be used to make claims appear to have a scientific basis. They do not possess a statistical or limited validity, should not be presented in a way as to make it appear that they are universally true. Advertisers or their agents must be prepared to produce evidence to substantiate any claims or illustrations. The Director General reserves the right to ask for such proofs and get them examined to his full satisfaction. In case of goods covered by mandatory quality control orders, the advertiser shall produce quality certificate from the institutions recognized by government for this purpose. Advertisement shall not contain disparaging or derogatory references to any product or services. Imitation likely to mislead viewers shall be avoided. Visual and verbal representation of actual comparative prices and costs shall be accurate and shall not mislead on account of undue emphasis on distortion. Testimonials must be genuine and used in a manner not to mislead the viewers. Advertisement or advertising agencies must be prepared to produce evidence in support of their claims. The picture and the audible matter of the advertisement shall not be excessively loud. This is to ensure that between the program and the advertisement there is a smooth changeover, avoiding jerkiness or shock to the viewers. Information to consumer in matter of weight, quantity, quality, or prices of products were given shall be accurate. Advertisement indicating price comparisons or reductions must comply with relevant laws. No advertisement shall be accepted which violates AIR or television broadcast which is reproduced below. Now let's discuss the general AIR TV code. Any criticism of friendly countries is not allowed. Attack on religions and communities is also considered derogatory. Anything obscene or defamatory, incitement to violence, or anything against maintenance of law and order. Anything amount to contempt of court, aspersions against the integrity of the President and the judiciary. Anything affecting the integrity of the nation and criticism by name of any person is not allowed. Let's discuss the effects which might startle the viewing public must not be incorporated in advertisements. For example, and without limiting the scope, the use of the following sound effects will not be permitted: rapid gunfire, or rifle shots, sirens, bombardments, screams, raucous laughter, and the like. Any pretense in advertising copy must be avoided, and such copy shall not be accepted by Doordarshan Kendra. The simulation of appearance of or voice of a personality in connection with advertisement for commercial product is also prohibited, unless bona fide evidence is available that such personality has given permission for the simulation. And it is clearly understood that station telecasting such announcements are indemnified by the advertiser or advertising agency against any possible legal action. Now, let's discuss the general rules and guidelines for advertising and children. No advertisement for a product or service shall be accepted if it suggests in any way that unless the children themselves buy or encourage other people to buy the product or services, they will be failing in their duty or lacking in loyalty of any person or organization. No advertisement shall be accepted which leads children to believe that if they do not own and use the product advertised, they will be inferior in some way to the other children, or they are liable to be condemned or ridiculed for not owning or using it. Any advertisement which endangers the safety of the children or creates in them any interest in unhealthy practices shall not be accepted. Example: playing in the middle of the road, leaning dangerously out of a window, playing with matchboxes and other goods which can cause accidents. Children shall not be shown begging or in undignified or indecent manner. No advertisement likely to bring advertisement into contempt or disrepute shall be permitted. Advertisement shall not take advantage of the superstition or ignorance of the general public. No advertisement of talismans, charms, character reading from photographs, or such other matter as well as those which trade on the superstition of general public shall be permitted. Advertising shall be truthful, avoid distorted facts and misleading the public by means of implications and omissions. For instance, it shall not mislead the consumer by a false statement as to the character of the merchandise, that is, utility, materials, ingredients, origin, etc., the price of the merchandise, the value, its suitability, or terms of purchase. So, here in this topic, we have discussed the guidelines that have been framed and the law that have been included for advertising code of conduct in our country. It should be followed by all the advertising agencies, advertising makers, and advertisers itself. I hope the students will understand the details of the guidelines by studying this topic. Thank you.